Hello, lovely listeners. Welcome to In Harmony with Vitality, where we empower your journey, embracing your vitality to unleash the potential within.
My name is Eva,
And I am Marta.
and together we are your hosts, certified Integrative Nutritional Health Coaches and moms on a mission. We are here to guide you through the maze of health and wellness, steering clear of fad diets and one-size-fits-all solutions.
We believe in a personalized approach, tuning into your bio-individual needs, embracing and honoring your uniqueness, and making decisions based on your inner wisdom.
Our podcast is not just about facts and figures. We are here to bring you light, interesting and entertaining conversations, all backed up by science. Expect a blend of knowledge and the laughter as we explore the world of wellness.
And speaking of exploration, we're not just your host, we're fellow explorers on this journey. Throughout the episode, we'll be sharing our own experience in health, wellness, parenting, in life.
Our hope is to inspire and motivate you to make positive changes in your life. Whether you are a seasoned wellness enthusiast or just starting your journey, we've got something for everyone.
So get ready for a dose of vitality, wisdom, and a touch of humor on In Harmony with Vitality. Join us, we navigate the exciting adventure towards a healthier, happier, and more vibrant you.
Because life is a symphony, and together, let's find our harmony. Empower your journey, embrace your vitality, and unleash the potential within. Hello, my name is Eva, and I'm here with Marta, the show's co-host. And today we will have an eye-opening conversation about health. We will introduce you to the concept called multidimensional health, which is the foundation for the holistic approach to health and wellness. Without embracing and caring for ourselves in a multidimensional way, we will never be able to achieve optimal health. This concept was one of the biggest aha moments for me during the training, and I truly hope that you will feel the same after this episode. So let's get started. Hello, Marta. How are you doing this
Hello.
morning?
Very good, thank you. Very, very, very good. Very happy to talk about multidimensional. So
Yeah, it is a very interesting topic. So I think
yes.
let's dive in.
Okay, let's go in. Most of the time, people consider themselves healthy when they are not sick.
Mhm.
But health is much more than just the absence of illness.
Totally.
Hippocrates, who is considered the father of modern medicine, promoted the idea that health requires balance within the body.
Mhm.
His overarching concept of health is the foundation of functional medicine, which requires looking at health from a holistic perspective. Multidimensional health is a holistic approach that acknowledges the interconnectedness between our physical, mental, emotional, and social aspect of well-being. It recognizes that neglecting one dimension can negatively impact the others. Okay, this will be explained in other way.
Okay.
It will be a person, for example, who has a perfect diet that nourishes himself or herself very good with very good vitamins, minerals, that it will be a great diet.
Mhm.
But, for example, her life or his life has a very stress, on his work or in general. So
Yes.
this will create an imbalance on his life or her life. So the key of all this is to create in all the areas, all the dimension of the multidimensional health, to create a balance.
Totally. Yeah, it is very true. Yeah. And I think most of the time when they think about health, the first thing that comes into their mind is, I need to eat better and I need to do more physical exercise, or I don't know, I
Yes.
need to quit smoking. But then
Yes.
they forget about the other aspects, like the mental health or emotional health or your social health. They don't consider it like it's part of the health. concept. And I think that's where most of our efforts to make positive changes in our life fail, because we don't consider the other aspects that are crucial in feeling well and feeling balanced and healthy. Well, I'm going to share my experience in the hope that it's going to help our listeners. So I was this kind of person who has been paying a lot of attention on her diet for a really, really long time. From my early 20s, I have been very conscious about what I'm eating and what I'm not eating. So I cut out processed foods. I cut out the sugary foods, the processed sugar. I was paying a lot of attention on adding in whole foods, really nourishing foods. I was also paying a lot of attention on taking supplements that were, for example, adequate for pregnancy or after giving birth, and physical activity has been really important in my life for really, really long. Since I was like 6 years old, I have been active since then. I was always doing some kind of sport, and I was not just doing it because I had to do it. It was also part of my life because I really liked to be active. I'm also a yoga teacher, so it's part of my life and part of my job to be active. So that part of this part of my health, I have been caring for it really, really well. And even though I paid a lot of attention on this part, during pregnancies, things started to change. And I was 6 months old. I had to go back to work, which at that time I didn't. It wasn't a truly positive experience because I actually wanted to stay at home. I considered that Lily was very young and I should be at home. But going back to work actually forced me to go back to socializing, to feel that I have a purpose in life apart from being a mother, because I was doing a job that I truly enjoyed. I really, really liked connecting with people, teaching them yoga, talking to them, interacting with them, and seeing them grow in their yoga practice. So I really feel fulfilled in this part of my life, and somehow it helped me to rebalance the feelings that I actually wanted to stay at home with her. It gave me a good balance. But then when I was pregnant with Aina, we were hit with the pandemic. I was just 5 weeks pregnant when we went into lockdown. And in a couple of weeks' time, we were told that the yoga studios were going to close. So I lost my job. I totally lost my security in a financial way. And I lost I lost my purpose in a professional way, because I didn't know how I was going to, what I was going to work, how I was going to earn money, because right in the middle of the pandemic, being a yoga teacher was not exactly a secure job because all yoga studios were in lockdown. So I totally lost this kind of security. And but the pregnancy was going on. I gave birth. Things started to get better with the pandemic as well. Yet, but I still didn't have a job. So in the beginning, I was focusing mostly on being a mother, enjoying the opportunity of being at home with Aina and being able to take care of her. But I was not feeling well. I was taking care of my diet. I was doing some kind of exercise. It was, even though it was exercise like going up and down on the stairs and carrying the baby, it is a physical exercise.
Yes, you could see that all the areas that were not treated, in this case finance, and all the rest, it really affect to all your life.
How I was feeling, my overall well-being, totally. Yes, because I kept on paying attention on nutrition and taking supplements, but I was feeling really, really low, unmotivated in general. I didn't feel like I wanted to go out. I went out only when I had to take the girls out or the dog out for a walk. But I didn't feel like, getting in touch with my friends or socializing. I didn't really know what to do in life in general.
Yeah, this is something that we study on the course that we did in
Yes.
IIN, and they show us and teach us that a person who eats a lot of kale in their life and have a great diet,
Yeah.
and probably they have, like I told you in the beginning, a very stressed life. It won't create an unbalanced life.
Totally.
It will create a disorganization on their life and not be connected with themselves. And probably
Totally.
that will happen to you. Is
Exactly.
one area is not good and affects to the other areas.
Totally. And actually, it was the coaching training that helped me get out of this situation, because when they were talking about this multidimensional health, it was like my eyes just popped wide open, like, oh wow, just the light bulbs came up, like, that's what's going on with me. It's not the hormones. It's because I'm not taking time for myself. It's because I lost directions in my life. It's because everything just went pear-shaped. And then I started to make small changes. Started to
That's
practice
the key. The
gratitude.
small.
Exactly. Yes, small changes, small but consistent changes. So I started to practice gratitude. I started to make sure that I have at least 10 minutes just for myself, where I could sit down and breathe or do a couple of stretches, or there were times when I remember when Hector came home from work and I was at home with the kids all day on my own, and I was like, I have to go out now. So
Yes.
I just picked up the dog. I was like, I'm taking the dog for a walk, and went out for 15 minutes, and it meant the world to me. And these are the small changes that we need to implement in our lives and start making positive changes. And from there, I started to get out of this really bad, really low state, and I started to feel better.
Yes, that's
It was
right.
it was the concept of multidimensional health, of and understanding that I need to take care of my mental health, I need to take care of my emotional health, I need to take time for myself. Without these, I would have never got out of the state where I was. And one of the tools that really helped me was the
Circle of life.
exactly.
Circle of life. Yeah, it is a very good tool. Yeah, this tool is it would be like a wheel, that is composed with different areas like creativity, education, finance, health, nutrition, environment, physical activity, relationships, social life, spirituality, and many others it could be. And this tool works like this. As I told you before, it's a wheel, and you need to put the satisfactions that you have in each area. If you put the dot in the middle, in the middle or near to the middle, this means that you are not
you're not happy with that area of your life. Totally.
Exactly. And if you put it forward of the center, is you are more happy. So you put all the dots and all the satisfactions that you are in each area, and then you joined all the dots, and that magic comes because you see how you feel, how you're seeing with your eyes all your
life, actually,
and you will see all the
areas that
up and downs, and some they are with
a very high top. It's like a very high peak, and then the others are very low.
It doesn't flow. It doesn't flow between each and other. Like you say, it's a very peaked. You said.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a very significant peak, a high, where you feel very satisfied with that area, and then there are others that might be really, really low.
Yeah.
And that's where you can really see. I really like this circle of life because it's very visual, and it was actually a big help for me as well, because I was like, oh, actually it made me more conscious about my life, like what areas in my life I have to pay attention on. Because these are areas that many times when we are talking about health, or when we are thinking about health, we wouldn't consider it like I have to pay attention on my social life, or I have to pay attention on my home environment. I wouldn't think that it's part of
Yes.
I didn't think before.
We usually pay attention to a few. It would be like losing weight,
Sure.
not drinking anymore, have exercise, but we just forget about other areas of our life that really are very important, to create that balance that we need.
Totally. Yeah, and I think that's where most people fail with their health journey, is that they focus on those things that you also just mentioned, like losing weight or stop smoking, which are a great point. It's a great start. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that if you're focusing on that, then you're not doing something positive already in your life. Yes, it's fantastic, and I'm cheering you for that. But you need to also consider other areas in your life that are having a huge impact on your general well-being and health.
Yeah, and from here, we encourage to all of you to do these small changes. That this is very important. We are going to share a lot of tools, and this it needs to be used constantly, because
exactly.
everybody, is something that we want, that somebody comes from outside and you need to do this and your life will change automatically. No, that won't happen. You need to change things, small steps, very small steps, but constantly.
And changes have to come from within. I mean, we are going to share tips and tools with you, but you can always adjust these tips and tools to your own needs, like bioindividuality that we talked about before as well. It has to be something that resonates with you, with your life, and how you feel and how your body feels about it. And then from there, just take these small, consistent steps, and you will feel better soon. Yeah, totally.
Because the change is going to become from inside.
Exactly. It's your change. It's not because I told you need to do this to feel better. It's because your body is telling you that I need to do this, and it's making me feel better. It's, the two concepts of multidimensional health and bioindividuality that is married together in coaching and in life, I think. So it's truly, I think this is the key for a holistic living and the holistic health. And actually, in the following episodes, we are going to talk about all these aspects that you mentioned in the beginning of the episode, like the physical, the mental, emotional, social, and spiritual health. We are going to talk about these layers in the following episodes. We are going to share in a very understandable, easy to digest way what they are, what symptoms you might have when you are not really caring for them, and how you can start to improve them. Again, we are going to share tips and tools that you can start to implement from day one, and you will feel better very, very soon. So I really, really encourage you to tune in for the following episodes as well, to understand better this multidimensional health concept that we just started
because
to
it's very
introduce
important.
to you now. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so this concludes today's episode, which we hope you found useful and eye-opening. Multidimensional health invites us to look beyond physical symptoms and consider our existence holistically. By addressing our different dimensions, we can build a solid foundation for a full and balanced life. In the next episode, we will be explaining each of the dimensions, plus we provide useful and easy to implement tools to improve each of the dimensions in order to find our balance. We hope this episode has helped you to broaden the concept of health and understand that your well-being depends not only on your diet and physical exercise. Don't forget to tune in next week. Remember that progress is more important than perfection, so make small but sustainable changes in order to avoid overwhelm or stress. I will see you next week, and thank you for
very much for
joining.
tuning in, and looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
And that's a wrap for another empowering episode of In Harmony with Vitality, where we encourage you to empower your journey, embrace your vitality, and unleash the potential within.
If you have any questions, topics you would like to cover, or if you want to share your own journey, feel free to connect with us on social media. We love hearing from our community. You can find all links in the show notes.
Remember, this podcast is all about embracing your uniqueness and making choices that align with your inner wisdom. Your journey to a healthier and happier life is yours to shape.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And if you love what you heard, leave us a review. Your feedback means the world to us, and it helps others discover the podcast.
As we sign off, always remember, life is an incredible journey, and you hold the power to make it extraordinary. Tune in next time as we continue our quest for harmony and vitality.
Until then, take good care of yourself, honor your uniqueness, and stay in harmony with vitality.